Hello students. Today we will be discussing the JEE Advanced Paper 2. Okay. So JEE Advanced Paper 2 had 18 questions, but the questions were not that much lengthy. Okay. So I'll say that from mathematics point of view, JEE Advanced Paper 2 was slightly on easier side. Okay. It was a, like I can say that it was a scoring subject in paper 2. Okay, if you compare physics, chemistry and mathematics, so mathematics was relatively easy. Okay, so what we are going to do here, like again, I am not here to give you all the detailed solution. I am just giving you the method, like how you could have approached the particular question. Okay, and what are the ways to get the correct answer. Okay, so let's start. So this is our first question. So they are saying that a and b are two vectors. PQ are be the points with position vectors a, b and a plus b respectively with respect to origin O. See, magnitude of a plus b they have given, magnitude of a minus b they have given, and they are saying a and a minus b are perpendicular. So they are asking find the area of triangle OPR. So see, area of triangle OPR, see what is P vector? P vector is A, R vector is A plus B. So what is the area of triangle OPR? It is half A cross A plus B, and then you will do magnitude. So A cross A will be 0. So basically they are asking half magnitude of A cross B. So basically you have to find magnitude of A cross B. So for that they have given A plus B, A minus B. If you square these two equations, so what will you get? A square plus B square plus 2A dot B is equal to 21, and A square plus B square minus 2A dot B is what? 9. A and A minus B are perpendicular, so A dot A is equal to what? A dot B. So when you add these two equations, or if you subtract these two equations, you will get 4A dot B is equal to 12. With that you will get A dot B. Once you get A dot B, you will get A, or magnitude of A square. Once you get magnitude of A square, so you will also get magnitude of B square by substituting A square AB in the first equation. Once you get magnitude of A, magnitude of B, then you can easily find A cross B, magnitude of A cross B using the Lagrange's identity, okay, which gives you the relation between A cross B and A dot B. So using that you can easily find the area of triangle OPR. So it's very straightforward question. It's not difficult at all. Okay. Second question, let T be the tangent to the parabola y square is equal to 16x at the point 64, 32. So there is a parabola, again standard parabola point they have given. So first calculate what is T here. So I'll compare AT square is equal to 64. So from here I'll get T is equal to 4. Okay, so T is equal to 4 because that will be satisfied by the y coordinate. So T is equal to 4. L be the tangent to the same parabola at another point. L and T are perpendicular. So see, equation of tangent. What is the equation of tangent? Ty is equal to x plus at square. What is the slope here? 1 by t. Ti got 1 by 4. Ti got 4. So slope of L is what? 1 by 4. If slope of L is 1 by, slope of T is 1 by 4. So slope of T is 1 by 4 and L is perpendicular to this. So slope of L is what? Minus 4. Okay, now slope of L is minus 4. Now, what is the equation of tangent? Just now we discussed. But what is the point of contact if you know the slope? It is nothing but a by m square comma 2a by m. A is 4, m is minus 4. So 4 by minus 4 square comma 2 into 4 by minus 4. You got the point. Now, distance between this point and focus. What is the focus here? 4 comma 0. Just find the distance. This is also very straightforward problem, not very difficult. So third question is from differential equation, and if you see last few years, like if you have analyzed the paper, differential equation and area under the curve are two such topics which are scoring. You should not miss question from area under the curve and differential equation. So same logic here also. If it is differential equation, they have given very easy differential equation, because see, by looking at differential equation itself, the first step which will apply is take y cube common from the numerator and e power x common from the denominator. Now it's a variable separable. Okay, so 1 plus y power 4 by y power 5 dy is equal to 1 plus e power 5x by e power x dx. So what is the 1 by y power 5 plus, sorry, y cube will come here, y cube will come, so it will be 1 by y cube plus y dy is equal to e power minus x plus e power 4x dx. Now you have to just integrate this. Once you integrate, then they already given how to find the arbitrary constant. They have given y0 is equal to 1 by root 2. With that you will get arbitrary constant. After that y ln 2 they are asking. So here maybe by option you get afraid, but it's not like that. Very easily you will get biquadratic in y, which can be solved very easily, and you will get the answer. Okay, so this is also easy problem. The value of the definite integration. So again, the most important property in definite integration that only we have to apply, that I is equal to, if they have given 0 to 2 1 by 3 power x plus 3 dx, so in place of x if you replace 2 minus x, so 0 to 2 1 by 3 power 2 minus x plus 3 dx, so I is equal to 0 to 2 1 by 3 square by 3 power x plus 3 dx. If you simplify, it will be 0 to 2 3 power x divided by, what will you get, 3 square plus 3 into 3 power x. So what will you get, 0 to 2 1 by 3 3 power x by 3 power x plus 3 dx. Now just add these two. Once you add these two, what will you get, 2y is equal to 0 to 2 1 by 3 dx. So this is also very easy. So out of these 4 questions you can solve each and every question, and you can easily score 12 marks. Okay, next they are asking 5 one or more than one correct. Okay, now R denote the set of real numbers, consider the polynomial this. Okay, so this is like, maybe if you see initially like how to differentiate 10 times, you may find it difficult, but actually if you just expand using binomial expansion, x square minus 1 power 10, so see what it will be, 10 c0 x power 20 minus 10 c1 x power 18 plus 10 c2 x power 16 minus 10 c3 x power 14 plus 10 c4 x power 12 minus 10 c5 x power 10 plus 10 c6 x power 8 and so on. Okay, now when I am differentiating 10 times, what will happen, because here power 8 is there, so if you differentiate 10 times, all these values will become 0. Okay, so basically what will you get here, so if you differentiate 10 times, if you differentiate first term 10 times, so 20 into 19, that will come 11 times, so 1 into that will come 11 times, and you will get x power 10 minus 10 c1 18 into 17, that will come 9 times, and what will you get, x power 8, and so on, you will get the terms. Now you see, after that it's very easy to calculate. For example, the coefficient of x power 8, coefficient of x power 8 is this quantity. Okay, so what is this quantity, it is 10 c1 into 18 into 17 into 9. If you multiply by 8 factorial in numerator and denominator, you will get 18 factorial by 8 factorial into minus 10, because one minus sign is here. Okay, so because of that you will get option. Degree of polynomial fx is 10. Yes, degree of polynomial fx is 10. That is also clearly understood. Okay, so like that very easily you can mark. Similarly, you have to calculate f of 1 plus f of minus 1. Okay, so there is also moderate question. I'll not say difficult, but little bit moderate, because you may get confused like how to differentiate. If you differentiate directly, it may be confusing. Okay, then ABCB positive integers are in arithmetic progression such that this quadratic has only integer solution. So see, this is the integer solution and ABC are positive numbers. So that means first of all, ABC are positive integers in arithmetic progression. So first result is 2b is equal to a plus c. Okay, and now you can see that any quadratic I can write a times of, because leading coefficient is a, so a times of x minus alpha into x minus beta. Now I have to use this relation. Alpha and beta should also be integer. I have to use this relation. So that means how to make it 2b here. To make it 2b, in place of x I will replace minus 2. Okay, so what will you get? 4a minus 2b plus c is equal to a times of alpha minus 2 beta minus 2. Sorry, alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. Now 2b is equal to a plus c, so 4a plus c is equal to a times of alpha plus 2 beta plus 2. So what will happen? C will get cancelled, so basically you will get 3a is equal to a times of alpha plus 2 beta plus 2. So a cancelled, so 3 is equal to alpha plus 2 beta plus 2. Now see, they are saying it has integer solution, so alpha and beta must be integer. So 3 is equal to alpha plus 2 beta plus 2, and alpha beta has to be negative, because then only this will have, see, all this is positive, and you can see that at 0 value is positive and minima will exist for negative values of x, so graph will be like this. So that means both the roots has to be negative. So in this case what will you get? You have to take two cases. Minus 3 into minus 1 is equal to alpha plus 2 beta plus 2. So two possibility, alpha plus 2 minus 3, beta plus 2 minus 1, alpha plus 2 minus 1, beta plus 2 minus 3, and then you can just solve this one. Okay. After that you have to just verify the options. Okay. Seventh question. L be the straight line joining the points 1, 2, minus 1. So using 1, 2, minus 1, and Q, this point is P, this point is Q, 2, 3, 1. So 2 point form equation of straight line we can easily find. S be the foot of perpendicular drawn from R. R is 4, minus 1, 5. Foot of perpendicular, in mains also so many questions they have asked where they are asking just foot of perpendicular. So that will be S. So this is S. Another line passing through R and intersect L at a point T such that the PT segment PT internally divides internally in the ratio PS is to ST 1 is to 2. Okay, so see, if I draw the diagram more properly, so this is P, this is Q. From point R, foot of perpendicular, that foot of perpendicular is S. Another line passing through R intersect L at a point T, such that the line segment PT S divides PT internally in the ratio of 1 is to 2. So see, P they have given, Q they have given, R they have given. Okay, S we can calculate using foot of perpendicular concept. What is the foot of perpendicular concept? Find value or find this point in terms of lambda, and then you can just apply RS dot PQ is equal to 0. With that you can find S. Once you can find S, the ratio they have given, you get T. Okay, now you got T, so you can find equation of what they are asking here. So you got T. So first what they are asking, the orthocenter of triangle PRT. Now it's all options are very straightforward because we got all the 3 points. Orthocenter we can find. Okay, and area of triangle is, so this is similar to our first question, how to find area of triangle. If 3 points are given, with 3 points find 2 vectors, and then you can find area of the triangle. Okay. Then 8th question, y is equal to fx is a real valued function. See, again it's also related to differential equation, so you have to find solution of the differential equation, and it's again very straightforward differential equation. So first what we'll do, we'll just divide by x. So dy by dx is equal to y by x minus x square. So dy by dx minus y by x is equal to minus x square. So it's linear differential equation, right? So what's the integrating factor? E power p dx. So from here you will get 1 by x. what will be the solution? Y by x is equal to minus x square by x dx. You got the function. Now after that, what they are asking, local minima, local maxima, all the things. So very straightforward question, and it's easy also. Like these type of differential equations are given in your NCERT also. Okay, so this question was also such that you can easily score 4 marks. Okay. Question 9. R denote the set of real numbers. Consider the matrix is this such that ST is equal to ABCD. Now ST is equal to ABCD they have given. So just first multiply ST. So see this 0, minus 1, 1, 0. And what is T? 1, 1, 0, 1. So when you multiply, what will you get? So 0 into 1 minus 1 into 0. So that will be 0. This will be minus 1. Here you will get 1 and 1. Okay. So you will get this as ST. Okay. If this is ST, so after that you have to just go option by option. So what is A here? A is 0, B is minus 1, C is 1, D is 1. Okay. So option A. What is option A? B plus iota A by D plus iota C is iota. What is B plus iota A? B is minus 1, A is 0, D is 1, C is 1. So minus 1 by 1 plus iota. Minus 1 by 1 plus iota. So just multiply by 1 minus iota. So what you will get? You will get 1 minus iota, some k times of 1 minus iota, which is not equal to iota. So option A will become false. Similarly, I have to go with option B, whether it's true or not, option C, option D, and so on. Okay, so this is also easy problem. Okay, you can see that just you have to find this multiplication, and that too only 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so language of the question is little bit, what I should say, you have to read so many information, but actually the question is nothing. Okay, after doing this you have to just verify each option, and even verifying each option also will not take time. Okay, so it's all about multiple correct. So you can see in multiple correct also which question is tricky. I'll say that only the first question, that is question 5, this is little bit tricky, but apart from that you can see all questions are doable. Okay, in fact you will not get like this, what I should say, what's the method for a particular question, that also you should not have any difficulty, because similar to that so many questions we have already discussed. Okay, if you have prepared properly for mains and advanced, these type of questions are very straightforward. Okay. Okay, then next 5 questions are numerical value. Okay, so see, and denote the set of all positive integer. Consider the set A 1 2 3 4 5 5, B 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It has be the set of all functions such that f of 2 is not equal to 2, f of 4 is not equal to 4. F is belong to this set of functions. There exists a function g such that g of f of x is equal to 2 power x. So see, g of f of x is equal to 2 power x. For example, if I ask g of f of 1, so g of f of 1 is what? 2. G of f of 2, g of f of 2 is 4. Okay. Now I am taking two cases, f of 1 and f of 2 both are same. So if f of 1, f of 2 both are same, so what will you get? Suppose both are same, so you will get g of k is equal to 2 and g of k is equal to 4. This is not satisfying the condition of function. So that means f of 1, f of 2 should not be same. In the same way you can tell for f of 1, f of 3, f of 2, f of 4 and so on. So what's the idea here? So basically fx should be 1 1 function. So basically they are asking the number of 1 1 functions such that f of 2 is not equal to 2 and f of 4 is not equal to. Okay. So f of 2 is not equal to, f of 4 is not equal to 4. So first to calculate number of 1 1 function. Number of 1 1 function will be what? 7c5 into 5 factorial. This is total number of 1 1 function. In this you subtract. What you have to subtract? You have to subtract the case when f of 2 is 2. Then subtract the case when f of 4 is equal to 4. And then when f of 2 is 2 and f of 4 is 4. A union B concept. When f of 2 is 2, so f of 2 is 2, so remaining how many elements left? In B, 6 elements, so 6C4 into 4 factorial. Same thing when f of 4 is 4, so into 2. Now subtract the case when 2 is mapped to 2, 4 is mapped to 4. So here how many elements will be left? 5, and here how many elements will be left? 3. So 5C3 into 3 factorial. So 7C5, 21 into 5 factorial. Minus subtract this thing, you will get the answer. Okay. So yeah, this is a difficult problem. Why I am saying it's a difficult problem? Because you will get confused with this one. Like how to identify what type of function fx will be. Okay, so basically they are asking the number of 1 functions. Okay, so that f of 2 is not equal to 2, f of 4 is not equal to. Okay, next question 11. A bookshelf contains 6 distinct books of mathematics and 5 distinct books of physics. 11 books, from these 11 books, 6 books are chosen at random. Let x be the absolute value of difference between the mathematics book chosen and physics book chosen. So what can be the difference? See, it may be possible that you will select 6 mathematics book and 0 physics books, or 5 mathematics, 1 physics. In that, what is the difference? 4. Or 1 mathematics, 5 physics. In this case also difference is 4. 4 mathematics, 2 physics. In case of difference is 2. Or 2 mathematics, 4 physics. In that case also difference is 2. Then 3 mathematics, 3 physics, or 3 physics, 3 mathematics. So basically, what can be the absolute difference? It can be 6, it can be 4, it can be 2, it can be 0. Now for 6, what is the possibility or what is the probability for 6? So this is your x, this is px, so it is 6 C6 divided by 11 C6. 5 maths, 1 physics, so that is 6 C5 into 5 C1, or 1 maths 6 C1 into 5 C5 divided by 11 C6, or 4 maths 6 C4 into 5 C2 plus 2 maths 6 C2 into 5 C4 by 11 C6, or 0. Ideally it does not matter because they are asking the mean. So when you find mean of the thing, so when you multiply with 0, so no need to count it. So just multiply this into this, this into this, this into this, you will get the answer. Okay. So this is also not very difficult problem. Like it is similar to, in mains you must have solved few questions, defective item, non-defective item. It is similar to that, where they are asking variance and mean, all those things. Okay. So this is also easy problem. Now consider the data set of 10 observation. Mean is 5, variance is 7. If the mean and the variance of 8 observation is 4 and 3.5. Now this question you can, if you remember in 11th class NCERT in miscellaneous example, there is one example where the same question is given but with 5 observations only. Okay, out of that 3 observation is known, 2 is not known. So what they did, they just made this question little bit lengthy by giving 10 observations. Okay, mean is 5, so that means mean and variance of first 8 observations they have given. See, mean and variance of first 8 observations they have given, and now they are asking the value of the last 2 observations. So what you have to do? See, if mean is given means, you know, sum you got x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to x8 is 32, and total mean they have given what? 5. So that means 32 plus x9 plus x10 by 10 is what? 5. So from here you will get x9 plus x10. What is x9 plus x10? x9 plus x10 will be 18. Okay. Now similarly they have given variance also. So what is the variance? Variance is summation of xi square by 8 minus mean of these 8 observations 16. This is equal to 3.5. So here what will you get? You will get summation of xi square from I is equal to 1 to 8. Now what about 10 observations? So here summation of xi square up to 10 observation minus mean of those 10 observation whole square, which is 25, that they have given 7. Now here this can be written as whatever, suppose here you will get summation of xi square from I is equal to 1 to 8 is k. So this will become k plus x9 square plus x10 square by 10 minus 25 is equal to 7. So with that you will get one more relation between x9 square and x10 square, or one more relation between x9 and x10, and this is the another relation in x9 and x10. Just solve these two, you will get the answer. Okay, calculation wise maybe a bit lengthy, but again by looking at question, it's not like how to approach this. Even if you have done NCRT also in 11th class, this was one such question which was doable. Okay, now consider the ellipse E given by x square by 18 plus y square by 12 is equal to 1. H be the hyperbola whose eccentricity is the reciprocal of eccentricity of E. Now these type of questions, I don't know, I have seen 2 to 3 times in mains exam itself. Okay, that ellipse is given, hyperbola is given, and that relationship will be there, that eccentricity of the hyperbola is reciprocal of eccentricity of the ellipse, and foci is same as E. So see, that means if you assume hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. So what's the eccentricity here? 1 plus b square by a square. This is the eccentricity of hyperbola. And what is the eccentricity of this ellipse? 1 by is reciprocal, so that's why 1 by root of 1 minus b square by a square. This is one relation between a and b. Another relation is what? Another relation is foci is same. So that means what is the foci? Plus or minus root of a square plus b square is equal to 6. So there is another relation between a and b. So a square plus b square is equal to 6. And here another relation between a and b. So two relation between a and b. So you can find a and b. Once you get a and b, you will get the equation of hyperbola. And now what they are asking, p and q be the point of intersection of hyperbola and this parabola. So just solve this parabola with the hyperbola, find the point of intersection, and then they are asking the distance. Okay, so this is also not difficult question. Okay, up to that part, I will say up to this part, finding equation of hyperbola, those type of question you must have solved in mains PYQs also. Okay. Then question number 14. So question number 14 is related to number of points of discontinuity. How many points a particular function is continuous or discontinuous, that they are asking. Okay, so in this what you have to do, you have to just count the number of points. Okay, so see, first is box x cube. See, x minus box x is what? X minus box x is nothing but fractional part of x. Okay, x minus box x is fractional part of x. So this will become fx is equal to box x cube. So it will become log 1 plus sine square pi fractional part of x. Okay, this is fractional part of x. Now you have to calculate the number of points where this function is discontinuous. Okay, in the same way for gx, but gx, what is the difference? The difference is, first of all, sine and log they have interchanged, and then there is not box, no box here. Okay, so how to calculate point of discontinuities? See, for this function I have to check where this is becoming integer, where x is integer, because fractional part of x is discontinuous at integer, and here when x cube is integer. So x is from minus 3 to 3, so x cube will be from minus 27 to 27, correct? Minus 27 to 27. So how many points this function will be, or at how many points you have to check? Minus 27 to 27. So there will be total 55 points. One is minus 27 to 0 and 1 to 27, but minus 3 and 3 are not included. Okay, so if minus 3 and 3 are not included, so minus 27 and 27 are not included. So total 55 points. 55 by 5 minus 2, 53 points. Okay, 53 points. Now where this will be, discontinuous, or where you have to check the continuity, you have to check the continuity or discontinuity at minus 3 to 3. In minus 3 to 3 interval, you have to check it minus 1, 1, 0, 1 and 2. Okay, at these points you have to check discontinuity for this. Okay, and you have to see what value you are getting. Okay, and these 5 points are included in these 53 points also. Okay, these 5 points are included in these 53 points also. So you have to just count whether what is the value at minus 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, what value you are getting here. Okay, that you have to find. Once you get this value, after that whether it is contribute to discontinuity or it will not contribute, that you have to check. Okay, for example, if I check at 1, okay, so I know that at 1 this will be discontinuous, but what will be this? Log of 1 plus sine square pi, fractional part of 1 plus h is nothing but fractional part of h, and when h tends to 0, this is 0, so this will become log 1, so it is 0. So 1 plus it is 0, in the same way 1 minus also it is 0. So because this function, because of this thing, this complete quantity is becoming 0. So if this complete quantity is becoming 0, I can say that it is not discontinuous at 1. Like same way for minus 1, same way for 0, same way for 1, same way for 2. So the total number of points where f of x will be discontinuous will be what? 53 minus subtract those 5 points. So that will be 48. In the same way we calculate for g of x. Okay. So if you have seen both the papers, like limit based questions were not there, but there are 2 questions. In paper 1 also there was one question where they are asking continuity, discontinuity. Paper 2 also is one question where they are asking continuity and discontinuity. Okay, so this question is tricky, not very easy question. Okay, next this question stem. So see, first they are asking the point of intersection for these two curves. How to find point of intersection? Just equate e power minus x cannot be 0, so you will get sin x plus cos x as 1. These type of questions, how to solve? Trigonometric equation we have discussed, a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c divided by root a square plus b square. So this will become cos of x minus pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, so that means general solution x minus pi by 4 is equal to, this can be written as cos pi by 4. So that is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4. So x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4 plus pi by 4. Now you have to substitute n is equal to 0, n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, up to n is equal to 5. Why up to n is equal to 5? Because it is only up to 10 pi. So you have to substitute till n is equal to 5 and calculate the value of n. So value of n finding is easy, okay, because you have to do this. Beta is the area between x is equal to alpha 1 and x is equal to alpha 4. So you can calculate, once you get point of intersection, you get alpha 1 and alpha 4. Once you get alpha 1 and alpha 4, after that you have to find the area between these two curves. Okay, and that is again very straightforward, how to find area between these two curves. Okay, so to find the area between these two curves, what you will do? Upper curve minus lower curve. Now here the thing is how to identify that which curve is upper curve and which curve is lower curve. Okay, because that is something which is very important. Suppose if it is something like 0 to k, I know that at 0, if you substitute 0, both values are same. So 0 to, suppose alpha 4 is k. So what is the answer? Mod of e power minus x sin x plus cos x minus e power minus x. Now you have to check that in which interval this will be positive or this will be negative. According to that you have to find the solution. Okay, for example, what are the point of intersection? One point of intersection is 0, another point of intersection is what? When you put 0, pi by 4 minus pi by 4 cancelled, another point of intersection is pi by 2. So in 0 to pi by 2, in 0 to pi by 2 you can see that because both are positive, so this value will exceed as 2 e power minus x. So it will be directly like e power minus x sin x plus cos x minus e power minus x. Then pi by 2 to second one. In that case which will be more? In that case e power minus x will be more. Okay, and then finally suppose this is k2 and then k2 to alpha 4 again which will be more? E power minus x sin x plus cos x will be more minus e power minus x. Okay, so this you have to integrate. Okay? The integration will be lengthy, but at least one we can answer, right? 15th question we can answer very easily. Then question 17 and 18. Consider the ellipse. P is the point in the first coordinate where two ellipses intersect. So see, first you have to find the point of intersection. So in place of y square, what you can replace? 1 minus x square is equal to 1. So x square plus 4 minus 4x square is equal to 1. Correct? So sorry, 1 minus 4x squared. So 1 minus 4x squared. So minus 16x squared. So that will be 15x square is equal to 3. So x is equal to 1 by root 5. When x is 1 by root 5, substitute here. You will get y also 1 by root 5. X is 1 by root 5, y is 1 by root 5. Now what they are asking? Angle between the tangents. Angle between the tangent means what the equation of tangent at any given point to any conic t equal to 0. That means x1. So x by root 5 plus 4y by root 5 is equal to 1. And second is what? 4x by root 5 plus y by root 5 is equal to 1. What is the slope of this line? M1 is what? Minus 1 by 4. What is M2? M2 is what? Minus 4. Angle between the lines. So very easy question. Tan theta is equal to mod of M1 minus M2 by 1 plus M1. Okay, with that you will get the answer. Now if alpha is the common region that lie inside both the given ellipse. So see, one is vertical ellipse, one is horizontal ellipse. One point of intersection we already got, 1 by root 5 comma 1 by root 5. If you see vertical ellipse, which is vertical ellipse? This is vertical ellipse when y is 0, x is 1 by 2. This point is 1 by 2 comma 0. So what you have to do? From this point to this point, you have to integrate horizontal ellipse. So 0 to 1 by root 5. Okay, 0 to 1 by root 5. Integrate this ellipse. So horizontal ellipse is what? X square plus 4y square is equal to 1. So that is 1 by 2 root of 1 minus x square dx plus 1 by root 5 to 1 by 2. We have to integrate vertical ellipse. Vertical ellipse is what? Root 1 minus 4x square dx. Now I have calculated this area and it is symmetric. So into 4. Okay. So you will get the area, and again very standard formula here. This is also standard formula. Okay. So you can solve very easily. Okay. Or one more approach you can do. Y is equal to x line because it will be symmetric about that. So find this area. Find this area, and like this there are total 8 areas. So multiply by 8. Okay. So that also you can do. Okay, so now let's see how many questions actually you could have solved. Okay, so if you see the first 4 questions, which I already told, first 4 questions were very easy. So see 12 marks here. Okay, so in single correct you could have got 12 marks. Okay, leave question 5, leave question 6 also. 7th question also means problem, so that is 4 marks here. 8th question also 4 marks. This one is also easy, 4 marks. Leave 10th question, leave 11th question also, suppose if you think that it will go very lengthy. 12th question, numerical how many? 4 marks, right? 12th question 4 marks. 13th question, if you have solved mains archive also, it is very easy to get the answer, 4 marks. Then leave question 14. Question 15, you can solve this, and what is the marking scheme? +2. 15th question we can solve, leave 16th also. Okay, 17th question you can solve very easily. If 18th question you are finding it like it is very lengthy, so leave that. So see total how many marks you can get 2, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 24 plus 12, 36 marks. 36 marks is gettable. So that means almost 60%, right? Okay. So you can see that while solving the mains archive, while solving PYQs of JEE Advanced, why PYQs of JEE Advanced? Because it will give you idea like last year what type of question they are asking where I can score marks. Like differential equation was one such chapter, and now here two questions they are from differential equation, both were easy. Okay, so like differential equation I can score marks, area under the curve I can score marks. Okay, so this solving advanced PYQs is helpful in that. And what is the benefit of solving mains PYQs? Because some question direct or indirect ways, because now mains is happening in multiple session, so there are so many questions are there. Okay, so when you solve those many questions, it may be possible that 2 or 3 questions with similar information they will give in advance also, so it will be helpful. And anyhow, like if you want to write advance, you have to solve mains archive. Okay, so that's all in this session.